I'm going to take the microphone off my necklace for this one. I have big news. Um, I have been approved for an Arts Council grant. I am pre-filming this video for when I am starting that project at the end of August 2025. Basically, I applied last year in December of 2024 with the support of a support worker who honestly did an incredible job helping me with the application. And I found out in early March that I, in fact, did get the grant. And yeah, it was a bit of a shock. I did not necessarily let myself think I was going to get it. I think there's a lot of reasons why I did get it and a lot of reasons why I refused to let myself think I was going to. So my Arts Council project is basically I applied for the Developing Your Own Practice grant, and it will be helping me to finish a novel I've been working on and off for like 10 years. But also because it is developing your own practice, it will help me to take some short courses and mentorships and stuff like that to help develop my current skill so that I can go forward and carry on writing other novels. Because I have many ideas. Alas, sitting down and writing, if you know, you know. But yeah, I mean, I haven't done a ton of writing in a long time because I went to university for creative writing in St Mary's in Twickenham. I left that with a BA 2-1, which is, a good grade. After that, I was quite focused on doing kind of opinion pieces. But honestly, there's no money in it. There's not enough money in it to continue. And I did have a paid editing job for a while at that point in time as well with Salty World magazine. But they, for some reason, like, I don't know why, this was a long time ago, they no longer had funding, I guess, to actually pay people to edit the articles they were being submitted. So yeah, I have not had a paid editing job since then. I've done a few volunteer things here and there, and I just kind of stopped doing the article writing thing because honestly it was just miserable. I didn't want to write articles for one. Like, I don't want to write articles. I don't want to do that. And it was just not a great landscape. And I'm pretty sure it only continued to get worse after that. I don't think rates of pay have gone up at all. Like, when I was doing it, they were paying 70 quid for 900 words. I'm pretty sure they still pay about that, if not less. And that's for quite in-depth articles. I did learn that the power of my portfolio was far greater than my power of applications. So I think that's why I've never gotten a fucking job after this, is because knowing people and people seeing what I have been capable of doing and all the things I have done tend to be the things that get me work. When it comes to having to actually apply to things, for something just gets lost in translation. And I think a large part of that is autism. My autism does not like applications. And the PDA aspect is just like, fuck this, what's the point, man? Just look at my fucking portfolio. Stop making me write the same shit over and over again in it. And that's when I was kind of shifting my idea of future career towards making art and having an art business instead. Not easier, but a little bit easier to make money, actually. So that was that's where I've been. That's where I've been. I graduated in 2018. I did write for my novels here and there. I remember doing a couple of NaNoWriMos, but also fuck NaNoWriMo because they are ableist. They are Gen AI apologists. And what was the other thing that was, I think they defended like abuse or something. Like there was some really fucked up things that they've been doing. So fuck NaNoWriMo. But like I have done periods of time where I have dedicated myself to writing again. So yeah, there's been times where I've put it to this novel that this grant is going mainly towards. It has also been for my poetry chapbook that it still remains in pieces. It still remains in pieces, and also my dystopian fiction. But in general, I have not done a lot of writing for a while. I've gotten very in my head about things, and also just been very detached from any kind of support that exists. And anytime I did go to look for places to develop my writing, or to find some support, the processes all just sucks, really, or they just don't exist anymore. A lot of the support out there for grants and stuff are for already published authors. There's not a lot out there for people who haven't been published yet. A lot of applications or prizes are for finished manuscripts, which mine haven't been finished because I feel like I needed some help to finish them, to know what I wanted to fill in to the places that I've left a little bit empty, to make me feel happy with my first rough draft. And also any of the mentorship schemes or courses available that are out there that aren't, like masters and stuff. Because I did look into masters. I was considering it. I looked at East Sussex Uni, I looked at Brighton Uni, I looked at, I think, Cork University, which I really wanted to go and do that. However, I think I'm too sick. I need to get too many blood tests and too many things could go wrong, and my injections are refrigerated, lots of things, basically. A dream that will never be realized, unfortunately, I think. And I looked at going back to my old university because they did have a specific master's for finishing your first novel. But I didn't think I needed that kind of support. But the other ones out there that I was looking at, basically when they had like a bursary or discounted kind of scheme for marginalized groups, I usually qualified. They usually included queer, trans, or disabled people. However, I was unsuccessful every single time. And because they have so many applicants for these very few spaces, this is also like numerous different organizations. Because they have so many people applying for those spaces, they didn't provide feedback. They don't provide feedback to people who weren't successful. So I just continue to be in the same loop of, I don't know what I'm supposed to do differently, or if there even is anything I should do differently for my applications, because I wasn't being given even like one line of feedback. So I was doing that for a few years, that every time one of these opportunities opened up, I would fill in an application, send in the same first 1,000 words, whatever the fuck they wanted, and would just continue to get nowhere because there was just no feedback. And like the whole point is, especially like a lot of editors out in like the publishing world and things like that, those first pages are very important. So if I'm struggling to get onto a course because of my first pages, I don't really know what to do about the first pages because I need the support of the course. So I said all this in my application, by the way, to the Arts Council grant. And I think that helps because I explained to them that there's just no opportunities out there anymore, especially in writing and writing novels. Like I see more residencies and stuff for, playwriting, or like the BBC has their program and stuff. But again, I think just in general, all of our arts programs are being defunded. Blech. Fascism. So I last year I just decided, I saw that the opening for the applications was coming up, and I thought, fuck it, let's do it. I think as well, the Arts Council tend to have like a little list of areas that they are particularly interested in funding during that round. And I think I have a vague memory of this, but I can't confirm. I think they had a particular interest in novel writing during this round, which obviously helped me. And then when because with the Arts Council, you can apply for a support worker to help you apply. Basically, if you're a disabled person applying, they also pay for someone to help you fill in the application forms and do all of the grantium stuff, because oh my god, the Arts Council portal is as bad as basically every other portal I've ever seen, if not maybe the worst. It's really bad. I don't think I'd have been able to even use the portal if I was working by myself. But yeah, so they can allocate someone to you. So I did say that, but I was like, I will look. I'll see if I can find someone. But yeah, please put me on the wait list to just be assigned somebody. Then I opened a newsletter that I literally never look at. It was like an arts newsletter. I'll see which one it was actually, because I do want to give them their flowers for existing. Because if they didn't exist, I would have just not done this. I don't think. I think there was a lot of serendipity. I think, is that the right word? I might have to also Google serendipity right now. Unexpected good luck. But yeah, on one of the numerous arts newsletter things that I was on, I just decided to look at it one day, and right at the bottom there was the support worker that I ended up working with, and she's also usually based in Brighton, which felt a little bit more than just coincidence. So she helped me do the whole thing. My friend Lisa wrote a recommendation letter, because you have to have a recommendation letter somewhere in there, and my support worker said Lisa's recommendation letter was amazing, like a great one to use. Some really minor edits, which was just like mostly just logistical things. And yeah, I also found that half of my writing portfolio had fucking disappeared from the internet. So thanks everybody who stopped paying for their domains. So I have like 2 or 3 articles on like disability, self-care, queer community that now have no home. So if you would like to give them a home, let me know in the comments. Thank you. So yeah, it took an age to get the money sent to me when I found out that I had been awarded the grant. So I didn't actually have the money until like mid to late April, after them telling me I had, like, I'd been given the award in early March. Wait, is that might not, no, that's not correct. It was like I think it was early April, maybe somewhere. It took like a month, if not a bit longer, to get the money. And then also just a lot of things had happened during the time of waiting to find out what the answer was. So I couldn't start the project right away. Instead, I was stuck spending the summer doing research projects, which is fine, and I wanted to do those. But yeah, I would have preferred to just start my writing one instead, but that's okay. We are we are where we are. So that's my news. There may be some different contents coming in the next year because my project will be from, I think, 25th of August this year until 25th of August next year. So there may be some more writing specific things or more Arts Council specific stuff. So if you do have any questions or suggestions that you'd like me to answer or things I could do videos for, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer more specific questions about applying for the Arts Council grant and other things like that. And yeah, I'll probably have some more like writing related vlogs maybe coming, things like that, talking about maybe some of the other courses or mentoring I'm doing. And yeah, because as well, like that's the other thing that was very serendipitous. Like I did save some money so I could both support the Common Press bookshop in London because they, as part of their crowd like fundraiser, they were offering author mentoring sessions with different authors. Well, they obviously the authors were like offering that, and I had literally had my session with the author I chose, which was Lizzie Huxley Jones, and it was a really great session, and I kind of felt a bit revived in and renewed in the work I needed to do to kind of get back on track with my current novel, but also already learned a few skills that will be useful for future novels. And then like 2 days later, I found out I got the Arts Council grant. So yeah, it's all just been a very serendipitous time. Like things are just happening. Things were just happening and were just falling into place, and I was finding the right people when I needed them. And it was all, yeah, a whirlwind really. And I am excited to be able to dedicate some more of my actual time to doing that. That means I'm probably going to have to be a bit hard on myself with other things I'm doing. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like I also just wanted to I want to document this stuff for like my future self as well. Be able to look back on all of this. And also for anybody else who maybe is in a similar position to me and thinks, God, I'll never get that grant. What's the point? What's the point in doing that? But this is the exact reason why I say if you don't do, then you will not get, bitch. This is why I always say you might as well give it a fucking shot, babe. Because what was the worst that was going to happen to me? My life was not going to change. Oh no. However, my life did change, sort of. Um, but like, I've been given the opportunity to do the thing I wanted to do, and that's incredible. And that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have gone, fuck it, fuck it. Fucking love having ADHD sometimes. That bitch is just like, you know what? Let's fuck around and find out. Let's fuck some shit up, Let's fuck it up. Who cares, bitch? So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll have some useful information to part onto other people who are also interested in applying for Arts Council grants. Because like I said, there are no fucking grants out there for no one. Nothing. Nothing out there. So yeah, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, if you have video ideas related to applying for an Arts Council grant or other things, Q&As to do with the Arts Council process, to do with writing, to do with my actual project itself, please let me know in the comments, because like I've got a few ideas, but also it would help to have your input as well. And yeah, as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, watch my other videos as well. I mean, you can go and watch some of my old videos where I did, like, I wrote every day for 30 days kind of thing. I might do one of those. Might do another one of those. You know? I saw one. Oh, I saw this would be horrible for me, but I saw one where someone exchanged their screen time for writing time. Imagine me on my worst weeks where my screen time is 9 to 7, like 9. I can't count, mental illness. 9 to like 11 hours. I don't think I'm even really actually conscious for that long. Imagine. But like, fun ideas like that, I would definitely be up for doing and creating videos for. It'll also help keep the process of writing and doing this a bit more fun and interesting too. And yes, I don't know, recommendations for resources, who knows, there's loads of ideas that could come from this, but I would really appreciate input from my subscribers, but also other people who have maybe stumbled upon this video. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, babe. Because if you stumbled across this video because I'm talking about Arts Council grants, well then babes, subscribe, like I just said. Let me know what you would like to hear about, what you would like to know, what would you like to ask, I might not have all the answers right away off the top of my head, but at least I could prepare them for future videos. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say besides look at the official council grant logo. I've got to put this on everything. I will put this on everything. Everything. Everything talking about the grant and what I'm doing. Also, it'd be so, in a dream world, I would like to either do an actual residency where I can fuck off somewhere, or create my own residency, i.e., go on holiday. I mean, I'll be going on holiday for my birthday anyway. I always do that because if I don't, I may unalive myself. But I was contemplating whether this is a good enough excuse to like spend that much money to get the train up to Edinburgh and stay, like, not necessarily with my friend, but maybe with my friend for a week or so. Give myself an Arts Council residency in a different area, in an area that's so fancy and literaturious, where everything is fancy and old, but also cold. So maybe not. Maybe not. Be cold. So yeah, go and watch some of my other old writing videos, particularly like that one I suggested just now. The third, I wrote every day for 30 days. Subscribe if you want to hear more about this journey, and yeah, watch my other videos as well. That's it from me this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.